I wish I could just go back and read this again. I was pretty much just on the couch all week last week. I may have to just launch without the t-shirts in my videos. But I don't mind putting this guy on camera. This Stanely comes with its own like little bag. Like, cause I'm making a comeback on there. I got Hives. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I have been missing for a week now on here. I have not posted, well, I've not posted a video in 2 weeks, but I'll post tomorrow. And I think tomorrow it would be 2 weeks since I've posted. Anyway, we had quite the time last week. It was not fun. I'm gonna spare like the whole long version of the story, but basically I have this thing, and I've had it my entire life, where if I get too stressed out or anxious, I get hives. A lot of times I can take Benadryl, knock it out, you know, if it's not that bad. But last week, just because of some life stuff, I was super stressed out. Thankfully, the thing I was like most stressed out about is over with, thank goodness. So I'm hoping my body could just be like, okay, we don't need to be in like stress mode. So anyway, I got hives and I went to urgent care last Monday night. Got prednisone. If you guys have ever been on prednisone, you know. I also got a really strong antihistamine. So I was pretty much just on the couch all week last week because of the antihistamine just knocking me on my butt. Like if I take a Benadryl, I'm gone for the day. And this was stronger than that. So I'm just like, I just wasn't getting nothing done. When I wasn't sleeping, I was reading. So I did actually get some books read, which is nice, but that's about all I accomplished last week. And then coming off of the prednisone, it's always so fun. And I know the side effects, I've been on it many, many times, but I also know once my body gets to that point, like I have to have that in order to knock it out. Like Benadryl will no longer knock it out. And so had that happen. And then on Tuesday, I went to my first book club, which was so exciting, and like my skin looked fine, but then when I got home I had it all over my face. Like I'll try to post a picture here. I had it all over my face and I was just like, I should not be having this reaction because I'm now on medication to not have this reaction. Lots of frustrating things. I also had some frustrating situations with doctors last week and just, you know, I'm like, I do know my body. I've experienced this for 35 years. I've had this problem. But of course, everything is, oh, you're having an allergic reaction. And I was like, nothing, absolutely nothing has changed. Not in my diet, not in products that I use. Like, I know it was just stress. Yesterday, I was super, super stressed out. And like, I could feel it. Like, my skin was hot to the touch. My face was splotchy. Thankfully, I'm through that. And so hopefully my body's just like, okay, we can breathe now. That's what's going on, or what happened last week. It was very frustrating because I just felt like I couldn't do anything and I couldn't work on accomplishing any of my goals for August. And I feel like I just kind of lost a week of my life because I was on medicine and because I just felt awful. But sometimes that happens and you have to take care of your body and you have to rest and relax, and that's what I had to do. I do feel better. Today is my first full day off of like the antihistamine, and I've been off the prednisone for a couple of days, been experiencing all the lovely side effects of coming off of that, which, you know, racing heart, panic attack, rage for no reason. I'm seriously just, I feel so bad for poor James because I'm like, I don't even want to deal with me. So it's been a great time. But I woke up this morning feeling better than I have in the past week. So hopefully we're on the road to recovery. But also, if you deal with stuff like this and you deal with stress, remember to take care of yourself. I really thought I was doing a good job taking care of myself because I've been going to the gym and like cleaning up my eating and doing all the things, but sometimes even doing all the right things, you can still experience stress, and my body was just kind of like, no, you're done. You're taking a break. Also, I've not been to the gym for a week and I feel awful about it. I'm just like, I need to get back to the gym. Anyway, I got my iced coffee with no ice because I thought I had ice and then I didn't. And it's the Root Beer Float Premier Protein, French Vanilla Java, and then I also added in some unsweetened oat milk because that makes it feel creamy, and like I just wanted that vibe today. I need to eat something, and then I really need to get back on the ball with like work stuff. I've been planning, this is such a long intro clip and I'm so sorry guys, I just feel like there's a lot to catch you guys up on from the past week, but if you watched my August monthly reset, I think I talked about wanting to relaunch my business. I have been doing a little bit of like computer work with that throughout the past week, not nearly as much as I wanted to, but hey, we're gonna take it as a win anyway. I need to work on that today. I need to order different supplies and finalize like a launch date and the products that I wanna launch with and all of that fun stuff. I have like ideas floating around my head, but today I actually need to sit down and finalize all of that so that way I know what I'm doing. So I need to do that. I don't have any videos to edit because obviously I didn't film anything. What else? I need to clean the house a little bit. It's not bad, but I just need to tidy up and like do the dishes, kind of vacuum, just because I have dogs, so I feel like I'm constantly vacuuming, but they're worth it. I love them. And then, yeah, I'll have to look at like what I put in Notion that I want to do. I just want to get back on track, get back to work. So that is what we're doing today. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry that I just fell off the face of the earth for the last week. In a little bit, I'm going to show you guys all the books I read and kind of talk about them because it's been a busy book week. At least I got that done. Okay, before I get into like my to-do list for today, I do want to talk about books because, you know, I did read quite a bit since last time I checked in with you guys. Oh my goodness. When I wasn't sleeping from medicine, I was kind of just like vegged out on the couch, so reading was like the perfect thing to do. This is the first book I read in the month of August. I loved this book so much. I don't want to give like spoilers or anything away, but I truly loved this book so much. Thought it was so much better than Beach Read, to be honest. And I did enjoy Beach Read, but this one, I don't know what it was about this one. I loved the characters. It just made me feel like warm and fuzzy and like, I don't know. I loved it. It's one of those books I'm like, I kind of wish I could erase from my memory so I could read it again without knowing what's gonna happen. Even though in true romance fashion, like you kind of know what's gonna happen, you know? But this one was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I was just like, yeah. And then I was like, this is like my favorite book of the month. Nothing's gonna be able to top it. Nothing's gonna be able to compare. And then I read Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This book was so good. I loved the characters. I loved that she tackles hard topics within and brings awareness to things and does it in a way that just, I feel like even if you don't struggle with those things, you can kind of understand and feel something for somebody going through that, you know? Does that make sense? So loved it, 5 stars. Loved it. Another one that I'm like, I wish I could just go back and read this again. I can read everything again, but like not knowing what happened, you know? Next up was Yours Truly. This one was the second in that series, and I would recommend reading the series in the order that it came out, not reading things as like standalones, even though you can, but there are things from this book that I feel like it'd be kind of confusing to read it in this book, having not read the first book and being like, oh yeah, like I remember reading about that in that book. Does that make sense? So this one's about a side character from the first book. It wasn't as good as Part of Your World, but the thing I loved about, it still got 5 stars, okay? But the thing I loved about this one is it actually tackles the topic of anxiety. And I feel like it does it really well to where if you don't struggle with anxiety, you can at least have a better idea of what it is like to have anxiety. And as somebody who has anxiety and who has OCD, and sometimes it just feels so frustrating to try to explain to people like what you're going through because they don't understand. Not that I would want anybody to understand. This book really made it feel like I could be like, here, read this book. And that's kind of a glimpse into just some of the things that I go through. So I really enjoyed that, and I appreciated that she tackled that topic in such a way where I feel like you could understand understand even if you weren't going through that. I also thought it was super interesting because I feel like, at least with like movies and TV shows and books that I personally read anyway, a lot of times if somebody has anxiety, it is the female character. Mainly because I feel like there's probably, I'd have to look it up, but there's probably more females deal with those things than males, you know? Like, I don't know the breakdown of all that, but especially because I feel like guys just don't always want to talk about stuff like that. So it's like, it's not something that is super common to read about or watch on TV with the guy struggling with anxiety. And maybe it is, and I'm just not watching or reading all the things, but I just feel like it's not as common. And I liked that this book, it was the male character that was struggling with these things. And I just thought that was like so interesting. And, you know, I really appreciated the fact that she put into words what it is like, you know, to like, it still just kind of brushes the surface, because I feel like, you know, mental health is just there's so many different layers and there's so many different things, and no matter what, like, everybody's experiences are different. So I feel like you're never going to be fully able to really, express like what that's like, because it's so very different for everybody. But I just felt like this book did a really good job of talking about it, bringing awareness to it. And I think if somebody had never had it, like has never experienced it, or has people in their life who experience it, but they're just like, I don't understand like what your problem is, I feel like this book does a good job of kind of touching on that. All right, moving on to the last book of the series, which is Just for the Summer. This one also deals with some like hard-hitting topics like PTSD and neglect and abuse. It's more so like on the side of abuse, neglect with like parents, like parent relationships. The author did a pretty good job with this one as well, just in terms of talking about those hard-hitting topics. My issue with this, well, first off, I was coming off of prednisone when reading this, and I just, if you've ever done that, kind of like your emotions and feelings and all that are kind of all over the place. Like I'd go from rage to like anxiety to, you know, it's just, you feeling all the things, but they're heightened because of the medicine. So there were a lot of things that were irritating me when it comes to like talking about those hard-hitting topics. Just some of the ways she, like, there was one word that she just kept using that irritated me, and it's probably just a me problem, but there's one word that she kept using for the lead character to describe like how she was feeling. I just was like, it just seemed cheesy the way she was trying to like explain it, if that makes sense. It seemed overly dramatic, I guess. Again, I was coming off of medicine, so I'm like, it could have just been like that feeling in me of feeling like this feels like not, it just kind of felt not as serious as the issues. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, that wasn't my main issue with this book though. I appreciate that the author is still trying to write a romance novel, but also include real life things that people struggle with. I do appreciate that. My issue with this book actually had more to do with, one, it just was long for the sake of being long. I don't think that it really added to the story. There was so much like fluff and just like filler stuff in this book that was unnecessary in my opinion. But then I also just, the romance of it, the characters, I didn't connect with them. Felt like it could just be me. I just felt like the characters felt more like brother sister than love of my life. To me, it just wasn't my favorite. I still gave it 4 stars. I mean, it was still an interesting read. It wasn't like terrible, but I didn't care for the character. Like, I just didn't connect with them. And then the way that they tied this book in with the rest of the series, it was very rushed. It was almost like an afterthought of like, oh yeah, I need to like connect these books, so here we're just gonna throw this in. Whereas like at the beginning of the book, you kind of, there's like something that happens that kind of starts that process, but then you kind of don't hear about it again. It's almost like the author forgot that that was a thing. And then the last 100 pages of the book, she's like, oh yeah, I gotta go back to this thing and have it connect. It just, that part felt rushed, but then like there were other parts of the book that were dragging on and just seemed unnecessary. So I feel bad, like feeling harsh, like, you know, because overall it wasn't like the worst book ever. It just wasn't my favorite, and the love story just wasn't as believable as I wanted it to be. That's the update on the books. I did start this book yesterday, The House Across the Lake, and I've been missing my thrillers, you guys, and this one has super spooky, creepy vibes to it, which I like. And I'm on like page 80, and so far I'm just like, there's some suspicious stuff. Like, so I'm excited to sit down and continue reading this. I feel like it took me a minute to get into it because the writing is very different than like Frida McFadden or any of the other authors that I've been reading lately. This one's a little bit more detailed, I guess. Like it's detailed, but in the way that it needs to be detailed. Like I feel like Frida McFadden has like a more simple writing style where she just she just says this, but it feels like just very simple. Whereas this is more like really describing and going into detail, and I really don't know how to describe it other than it just seems the writing is just very different. So it took like a minute to be like, okay, let me adjust to this. You guys, like there's some really suspicious, creepy stuff happening, and I'm excited to find out what's going on. So anyway, that's the book update. I'll probably when I do my August wrap up, I'll talk more about them and my thoughts and whatever. But I did really enjoy Funny Story, Part of Your World, and Yours Truly just for the summer. It wasn't bad, but it's like not something that I'm like, oh yeah, this was like book of the year or anything crazy. Now I'm going to get started on my to-do list. So for today, I have go to the gym, which I'm going to go after work today just because I've not been sleeping well. So I wanted to just be able to sleep and rest and then hop back in. So I'm gonna go to the gym tonight. I'm filming, so I'm already doing that. I need to design like packaging and postcard stuff for my shop relaunch, work on my website, and then order the supplies that I need to start making the products that I want. And then I just need to finalize like the opening date and all of that stuff. So not like too crazy on the to-do list, but definitely things that I really need to work on today and they need to get done today. And then tonight, after I go to the gym, I'm going to trivia. So I know I've talked about this in like other videos, but I found this like group in my area of like girls who just want to like meet up and hang out and make friends and whatever. So they have like the book clubs and they do all kinds of events, and every Tuesday they do trivia. So my friend and I have been going every Tuesday night to trivia, except with the exception of last week was book club, and book club's also on Tuesdays, but it's just one Tuesday of the month. So anyway, we go to book club and then the other Tuesdays we go to trivia, and it's just kind of fun to like go meet new people and make connections and whatever. And then trivia is fun, and so we are doing that tonight as well. So it's gonna be kind of a rushed evening because I'm gonna have to go to the gym, eat real quick, and then go to trivia, but it should be a good time. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things, and I feel like this video is gonna be so chatty, but that's just how it is. Here we are, chatty. Now I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna get to work now. All right, you guys, so I've already accomplished a lot. I filmed a video for my like small business channel, like because I'm making a comeback on there. So I filmed that. I need to edit that and upload that. I have picked out, or at least I think I've picked out what, this is not the one that I wanted. Anyway, I'm just trying to like purchase some clip art. Should I purchase both of them? They're $8. It's not that, yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, so I've found the clip art that I want to use. I have written out what products I want to make and the materials I need to purchase. So for my first launch, I really wanted to do a Halloween theme, but it's like that should have already been out, you know? So I've set on a date that I want to relaunch, and I'm going to announce that in like another video. I'm not going to announce that right now because I need to make sure that's a realistic, but like I've got this date in mind where I can still put up Halloween stuff, but I'm going to do like a small launch for that. And then I do want to come out with like book related artwork stuff after that. And then after that launch, I want to do like Christmassy stuff. So I have a lot of ideas. And I have to remember you can only do things one at a time. I want to do bookmarks, stickers, like the stickers that you can put on cups and stuff, not like planner stickers like I used to do, mugs, totes, and shirts. So I have the mugs, so I don't need to worry about that. But I need to get stuff for the bookmarks. I need to get like the paper that I want to use and the laminating stuff and the magnets, because I want to do like the little where it magnets over the page, if that makes sense. And then I also want to do regular bookmarks, but I don't know if I will do that with this launch because I'm already like, you know, need to get this done. So I want to do like the bookmarks that are like magnetized that clip over the page. I want to do stickers, have the mugs, so that's like a super easy, you know, whatever. I need to order the tote bags because I do want to do at least like one tote design, maybe more. And then I want to do shirts, but that one, so I kind of want to do, I found like you can print on vinyl and then like cut it on your cutting machine and put it on the shirt or whatever. And so I normally would do sublimation, but the thing I don't love about sublimation is you have to sublimate on polyester and you have to have like a white background to sublimate on because sublimation printers don't print white. So if you have like a design that has white in it and you put it on like a black t-shirt, for instance, it's going to be black. It's not going to be white. I don't want to do sublimation t-shirts because I think that's why I hate doing t-shirts, because I hate the polyester. I like sublimation, but not on t-shirts. So I'm like, I'll do sublimation on mugs, totally fine. But with t-shirts, I want to do this like printable vinyl whatever and try that out. So I'm hoping that I can add t-shirts to this, but I may have to just launch without the t-shirts, which would be fine too. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I've already like got an idea for the product I want to come out with, and I've now found the designs. So now it's just a matter of like figuring out how many of each thing, each design I want to come out with, because I'm just like, it's very close to Halloween anyway. So I'm like, I'm hoping to have just like what I have in stock and just kind of do like a small little launch. And then that way people can get them well before Halloween. Cause like that's the part about running a small business is like Halloween designs. Normally if I was doing like sticker shop related, like if I was making planner stickers, I would have released Halloween at like the beginning of August. Or actually I would have released Halloween at the end of July when I would do my Christmas in July sale. So yeah, I'm kind of just like, I'm a little bit behind. This is like way further behind than I, you know, would want to be normally, but I still very much, I'm like, I want to do Halloween designs. So I want to kind of just do like a small little launch and then, you know, work my way up or whatever. That's the plan. That's what I have going on here. Enough rambling. I'm gonna go eat. I'll show you guys what I make for lunch. All right, guys, so here is my lunch. I've got some tuna, some salad, some cucumbers, tomatoes, and a little bit of cheese, and the light fat-free Italian dressing. I'm gonna go eat this now, and then I think I might take like a reading break and read my book. So stay tuned for that, but first I'm gonna eat. All right, so I had my lunch, and now I'm gonna take an hour break, and I'm gonna read. And then after that, I'm going to clean the house, and then I'm gonna go to the gym tonight. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to meet James at the gym after work, and then we'll come home and we'll have dinner, and then I'm gonna go with my friend to trivia. I'm trying to get my blanket adjusted, and this one won't like just, can you just give me a second? She's so funny. She sees you with a blanket and she's immediately just like on top of you, and she will not let you get settled because she's like, I need to lay down on your lap. She's so funny. Oh, and then this one's never far behind. So they were definitely ready for me to take a break and sit on the couch with them. So I'm gonna read my book. This is the book I'm reading. I know I mentioned it earlier. I'm excited to see what happens. So I'm gonna like read for an hour, and then I'll check back in with you guys whenever I'm cleaning. I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm starting to get a little tired, but I do feel a lot better today. So I'm so excited that I feel good, and I've gotten I feel like a lot done compared to last week when I got nothing done. So I'm gonna read. Also, reading snack. These mango sticky rice crackers from Trader Joe's are so good. They look like this. They're so good. Okay, time to read. you guys, so I read for a little bit and I'm like this far through now. Let's see, I started on page 80 and I'm at 122, which isn't too bad. I mean, I didn't read for that long. It's starting to get real interesting. So I really just want to like sit and read, but I also am like, I want to be productive and get stuff done. So I'm gonna work for a little bit longer, and then I think the house really is not that bad because we did deeper clean on Sunday. I really just need to put the dishes that are in the sink in the dishwasher and then pick up the dog toys and vacuum. I probably will do that like around 4:30, and then at 5 I'm gonna go meet James at the gym, do a quick workout, and then back home, eat some leftovers, and then my friend is picking me up and we're going to trivia. Also, I have a very exciting package that just showed up because I'm speaking of Stanley. I'm not really speaking of Stanley. Since I showed you my Stanley, hang on. I'm so excited. I haven't opened this yet. So it just arrived today. You guys, I know, if you've been watching my channel, you know, I have quite a few Stanley cups, at way more than I need, but it's fine. You know, like if you like something and you have the money to pay all your bills and you have like the money to spend on things that you enjoy, spend it on things you enjoy. I wasn't planning on getting this, but then I was like, you know, they always get you with like the limited edition like stuff. Yeah, that happened. So I did in fact get one of the Love Shack Fancy Stanley cups. This packaging is so, ooh, the box is so pretty. Wow. The packaging, you guys, the packaging. This Stanley comes with its own like little bag. What? I hope this is as pretty as it was online. So you guys, this is so pretty. So I got the blue like floral one. I was either debating with this one or the white floral one. The other two, the purple and the, I think it was a pink one, just, it didn't catch my eye, but like this one and the white one did. But I was like, you know, I really want this blue one. I do kind of like light blues and stuff. Blue's not my favorite color, but I do gravitate towards blue when it comes to like cups and clothes and whatever. Okay, then we have the straw, which has this cute little straw topper. You guys, I love it. I really love this box. I'm sad that like it's just gonna be thrown out because I don't need this box, but this box is really pretty. Well, that was my fun unboxing of my new Stanley cup that I didn't need, but obviously they got me. The marketing got me, you know? Okay, I'm gonna get back to work now. It is almost 4 o'clock. I have been working on packaging like materials and different products. Like I said, I need to order the supplies so I can actually print this stuff off and like get that rolling. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So anyway, I have been working on that, and now I'm gonna switch gears and tidy my house, and then if I have time, I'm going to try to read before I have to go to the gym. So decided against going to the gym tonight because we were really only gonna have 30-ish minutes, and so James thought like I wanted to just walk on the treadmill, and I thought we were doing weights and whatever. And so I don't know, I just kind of felt like we were gonna be super rushed to get back home and then eat really quick, even though the food that we have, it's all leftovers, so it's just has to be reheated. It was just gonna be like chaotic, and I just don't want to feel stressed about that when it's not gonna, not that not going to the gym today wouldn't make a difference, but like in the grand scheme of things, if I just wait and go in the morning instead of going tonight, it's not gonna be, I've already missed a week, so one more day is not like gonna completely derail my progress. So it just made more sense to like not rush it just because I wanted to get back to the gym. So we're just gonna go to bed early tonight and then go to the gym in the morning. So while I wait for James to come home, I'm gonna read my book. All right, guys, so I've read more of my book. I cannot wait to share my thoughts on this book. I cannot wait to finish it and find out what's happening. Also, James is home. I was so hungry that I didn't even show you guys that he's home and what we had for dinner, but we had leftover egg roll in a bowl, which is one of our favorite meals. That is Whole30, paleo friendly, low carb. Not that we do low carb, but you know, it's a good meal if you are into all that. Thankfully, we did not go to the gym because James actually didn't even get to leave work until like almost when we would have to leave the gym to come home. So it all worked out that we just didn't even go because we weren't gonna have time to do it anyway. Now, I'm just waiting. My friend's on her way to pick me up for trivia, and then we will go do that, have some fun. So yeah, I think I'll vlog again when I get home. I'm not gonna vlog going to trivia just because this is like a new group that I'm trying to get to know, and I don't know, it'd be kind of weird to be like, hey guys, like I do YouTube and here be on YouTube. Maybe it wouldn't be weird, I don't know. I just personally don't like to put people on camera that I don't know well or that like may not want to be in my YouTube channel, like in my videos. But I don't mind putting this guy on camera. Okay, I'm gonna put my book away, though I really want to finish. Like I hope I have time to read before I go to bed tonight. It's crazy. Like it's crazy. So hopefully this, I'm like, where are they gonna go from here? You know, what is gonna happen? So hopefully it's good, but so far I'm really loving it. I missed reading mystery thrillers. I liked the romance this month, but it's a little too lovey-dovey for me. I need like some mystery and thriller in my life. All right, let's go to trivia. Okay guys, it is almost, what time is it? It is 10:30. Not almost, it is 10:30. And we got back from trivia and then all of our friends were here at our house. We hung out for a little bit and then made plans for tomorrow. And then they went home and now James and I are going to bed because I'm hoping that we can get up in the morning and go to the gym for the first time in over a week because it just did not work out today. But gonna go to bed, get a good night's rest, go to the gym, get back on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I feel like it was super chatty. We did a lot of things, but it was a good day. I feel good, so much better. Hopefully we're through with all of that weird stress, hives, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna get up tomorrow, go to the gym, get my work done, read my book. I really wanna read my book right now, but I need to go to bed. I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.